Hi, everybody. As most of you know, this week I'm at the Idea Fitness Convention, which is the Super Bowl of fitness meetings in the entire world. And I am so excited because I have with me Louis Van Amstel. You may know Louis from the Dancing with the Stars. And I used to watch him every single week because I'm passionate about that program. Well, he is a 3-time world dance champion and Emmy-nominated choreographer. And he's best known, of course, for the 10 stunning turns on the smash hit TV show Dancing with the Stars. And when not tearing up the dance floor on TV, he continues to grow his highly popular dance fitness program, LaBlast, which is spreading rapidly and currently available in multiple cities worldwide. Welcome, Louis.
Thank you, Gail, for having me on your show.
Well, I am just so excited because really, I mean, you are a star to me, and I've watched you so often. In fact, you came back in this last season. I saw you judging or doing something up on the TV platform or something.
Yes, I mean, the show keeps growing, and right now they have a second show going on online, which is the online version of the show.
I didn't know that.
And it's growing. There's over a few 100,000 people now that watch that show. Why? Because there are 6 camera angles that you can access 24/7 during the show. So every minute you can go into the red room, you can go where the judges' camera, you can look at the judges all the time, what they're doing. You can go into the fishbowl, what we call the fishbowl, where all the celebrities are on the balcony. So people at home can actually see. And when I'm doing that show, I can say whatever I want.
So tell me, I mean, how come I didn't know about it? They don't seem to publicize that at
all.
all.
They do.
They do. Well, I missed the message.
Well, and this is what I believe they're trying to stay with the times. Everything is interactive. The interaction between social media and live interaction between the celebrities and the dancers and the people at home, the fans. But then they created the show online. But they're really focusing on the young demographic. So if you take the middle-aged, the 35, 55, and older, they're more like, I want to watch 7 or 8 p.m. at night. I'm going to watch the show. I'm not going to TiVo. I'm going to watch it in real time. And to me, that's what it really should be.
And that's what I do.
That's what it should be, because when we dance, or even us, we are very actively during the show on our phones, tweeting and all that. I'm like, it kind of takes away from the show, because in the old days, 2 years ago, we were really into standing there watching every performance, and now we're on our phone taking pictures with each other and all that, and me, myself, too. If I don't go with that time, I'm the old one out.
Yeah, that's
so
right. That's
you got to
true.
stay with the times if you like it or not.
Well, tell us about this LaBlast. I mean, what made you get it started? What are you doing with it? Where is it? What kind of program is it? Tell our audience, This is all about, this show is living regret-free, how you can live a happier and better life. So tell us about LaBlast.
So it's funny that I have exactly the same philosophy. I better regret something I have done than regret something I haven't done.
Amen.
And I love that, and I live my life like that. And sometimes you eat your own words when you say something, but hey, at least I did it. LaBlast is based on all the dances we do on Dancing with the Stars. It's partner-free, and we use all the music. You hear it on the radio, we dance to it. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, any genre, because music is such an important part of all of our lives. And when I did season 2, I had Lisa Rinna, and after season 2, we went on national tours. Stadiums full of 10,000 people at a time. We felt like rock stars.
Lisa too?
Lisa Rinna, yes, and her husband, Harry Hamlin.
Yeah.
So we were all in the same tour, and we had the best time. But then we, the pros, go back to the show next season, but not the celebrities. So Lisa was very addicted to dance. She said, I blame you, Louis. You made me addicted to dance, so you got to start something so I can keep dancing. So that was kind of where the idea was born.
Wow.
I wanted to do something, but I wasn't sure, and I thought, you know what, let me throw a class together. 6 months later, I have 6 classes full, and I'm like, wait a minute.
But this is in Hollywood.
This was in Hollywood, in L.A., in 2008. And then we started classes. I was back on the show. I was co-director of the national tour. I'm like, I'm shrinking away. I got to do something with this. Then in season 9, I had Kelly Osbourne. She made the final. She lost 35 pounds. It changed her life. And she was kind of my test for me to really show anyone can dance. Anyone can learn to dance. And then what does it more? I mean, your confidence, you feel accomplished because you learn a skill. So then in 2009, right after the season, she gave me the confidence that LaBlast should be a worldwide program. So in 2010, we created manuals. We were accredited by ACE and EFA. And now 5 years later, we have over 1,200 instructors, and we're growing.
Wow.
And what is so exciting is that we just launched LaBlast line dancing. And we're going into the social aspect. So the line dancing can be done as fitness, doesn't have to be. You can do it at a club, at a bar, you can do it. Apparently, line dancing was created while women were waiting in line to go to the bathroom. So, hey, there you go. You can do it anywhere.
I didn't know that.
And in October, we're launching LaBlast Splash. We're going into the pool.
Wow.
And I am so excited because for me, I stand for quality. I mean, yes, I'm so proud that I was a world champion, but I used that same training regime to create LaBlast. If you want the best, you got to put in the work. And I'm at every single convention, and I love it. This is now my 5th year at Idea Fit. I'm here every day. I'm at the booth. I'm doing my workshops and the workouts. I love it because to me, I don't want to have any regrets. And I'm now 44, and my grandparents were dancers. My mom is very active at 68. And I want to make sure that we, the younger generation, don't forget about our parents, our grandparents, because if we can help them grow older, more active, having more fun and not having to deteriorate physically or mentally, feeling disrupted. No. Go into your 90s and still dance. That's my goal.
So how do you teach these classes? I mean, you're saying you can do it to any kind of music. You can do it all these different places. What is the basis of what you're teaching and how you're teaching it?
So because it's based on all the dances we do on Dancing with the Stars, a.k.a. ballroom dancing partner-free. That's what we do. So we have the cha-cha, the samba, the jive, Lindy Hop, quick step, all of those dances. We have 19 dances in the program. So in a class, we take a pick of the ones we know that the people in our classes love the most. Those are always going to be in the class, and we start with very basic patterns. So anyone can do it. But LaBlast is multiple levels. So over time, 3 months in, you go a little further, a little deeper. You add a little more turn to it. You go further, you just keep adding on. Because for me, the biggest question personally was, how can I stand the test of time? So this is not just a fad. We're here to stay until I pass, and I pass on the baton to the next generation, and LaBlast will be here to stay.
So how many places is LaBlast right now?
Well, we have over 1,200 instructors certified, where they all teach, of course, all over the United States. In Europe, we are already building right now. But what is funny, I created this company from the ground up, and the more you grow, the more you realize how big this darn world is.
That's right. That's
so
right.
1,200 sounds in my business like a lot of people certified. But if you compare it to the world, it's just a little tiny bit.
It is just a little tiny bit.
But we're only now, after 5-6 years in, now we're starting to be noticed.
So do you know how many countries you are in at this point?
Probably like 10 or 11.
10 or 11 countries.
Which I'm sure there's other programs that are in 50, 60, 70, or maybe 100 countries. But we'll get there. Because I've learned, have patience.
That's true.
And grow slowly, but steady.
So how do your instructors come back every year for tune-up, so to speak, or new routines? Or
we actually just finished 2 weeks ago the LaBlast convention. So we have our own convention. As much as I am in love with Idea Fit, I want to be there. But there's, 150, 200 brands here. We have our own, just the LaBlast convention, and we do that in Southern Florida because people like to work hard.
Whereabouts in Southern Florida?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, because I'm in Miami Beach. So
this year we were at the Grand Villas in Surfside.
Oh.
And we had the best time. We work hard, but then you walk outside the hotel and you're on the beach.
Yes.
In the beautifully blue ocean, having a good time. Because it has to be, if you work hard, you have to play hard too.
That's true.
And play hard doesn't mean alcohol, doesn't mean smoking and doing all the pills. No, I mean, interact with each other, have fun.
I'm going to find out when you're going to be there next, so I can just come by and say hello and see what you're doing. I'm going to have to find that out.
Maybe some of your viewers or listeners would like to join. Because really, when I say we do it for anyone at any age, I had to even learn and break down as the CEO. I had to kind of separate things to say, okay, well, maybe if you as an instructor want to gear towards seniors or the silver sneakers or the platinums or the kids, I had such a hard time, and I said no to that for 4 years because I believe in integration. I see more people in their 70s and 80s that still dance their hearts out while the 20 and 30-year-olds are complaining, I'm tired.
That's true.
So if I see that enough, then why would I say, you're silver sneaker, so you go, you're old, so you go there. No. And my grandmother was 85 when she was still dancing. And the people in their 30s, they're clumsy, uncoordinated.
Because they've never learned ballroom dancing.
No.
You know, I'm 78, and in high school, I had a dancing partner, and we did what was called Broadway show dancing. And I taught him everything because he was the only boy I knew who had rhythm. So I said, you're going to be my partner, and we're going to enter this contest, and we're going to win. And he said, well, how do you know? I said, because I'm going to choreograph it, and nobody will be doing what we're doing, and we are going to win. And we did. And that's what started us off. And then we were in all kinds of productions and so forth. And, and you'll get a kick out of this. He's my age, and he is still 5'7". He's still 122 pounds, and nobody ever said how skinny I was. Everybody always said how strong he was because he was twirling me all around. But I think it's interesting that you've got all ages and doing all of these things by themselves. I think this is fascinating. So how hard was it for you as a creative person to become this business person?
It was not easy because between the age of 10 and 30, it was all about stand out, make choices that no one else knows about, they don't do it, or create things that physically were not accepted, like men going into splits in ballroom dancing or pirouetting or being able to do the same thing as the woman. That was brand new. So you get a kick out of that. But now I have to think commercially. But as much as I think commercially, I will never, ever pass my integrity. Because if I feel I am now just giving up my integrity to just make money, I better just kill myself right now. And I know that's a big statement. But for me, and I tell my people to my team, if I become that totally dollar sign CEO, I give you permission to kill me. And I say that naturally because in the end it's a bold statement, but at the same time, I have to tell myself this is about integrity. We're trying to help people feel better about themselves. To lose weight if that's what they want.
I mean, it's absolutely true that you can't lose integrity because, and a lot of people do. I mean, see it. As it grows.
Here at Idea Fit, I see them every year. I'm like, but you know what? The beauty is that a lot of people let that affect them.
Well, that's
see
true.
It happen. Stay in your lane.
That's right.
Live your life and learn from what you see with someone else. While you might think what they do is not right, then learn from it. Oh, that's what they do. Well, I just won't. But you stay in your own lane. And there's many, many brands here at Idea Fit that are great. And I'm looking, they did a great job. Hey, inspiration for next year. What they can do, I can do. I've seen Any Get Your Gun. What you can do, I can do better.
That's true. That's true.
But also, Gail, so in the formatting, I didn't want to do it. But we found a way to still separate. But it's by people's own choice. So we have LaBlast. In the fitness, we have LaBlast Silk, and we have LaBlast Shape. And really, unless you dive into what does that mean, silk? Well, it might be a little more lower impact, and it's not so much jumping. And we're staying more into that fat-burning zone, so you still have a full workout, but it's not as dramatic as double turns, and you go really into physical fitness where you do lunges and all that. You have weight training with heavier weights. So Shape is like you want to push, you want to feel what it is like to be an athlete, well, LaBlast Shape. But still, we don't say if you're 15 or you're 70 or 80. Doesn't matter. If you're ready for shape, you go in shape. So we still have found a way to, and I think it's brilliant. Our team came up with it. I didn't even come up with it. I just said, I don't want to segregate. So how can we do that? So we have Silk and Shape.
That's fabulous.
And silk also feels, when you say the word, it's like, oh, I feel